Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
Wow, what a show it has been today.
It feels like two shows in one.
It does, doesn't it?
I feel like we've done a couple of shows today.
Yeah, and then also this is, again, you're going to hear Dan Warlow.
Yes.
He's got a new nickname. He's me old cough drop.
Yes,
You'll hear about that. Any suggestions for those? I don't know if you've ever seen like the English old chaps who are walking along and they meet one another and go, "Oh, hello, Scott, me old friend, my old stick."
We don't hear that as much as you'd think.
Yeah, okay. I live in an alternative universe where everybody's talking about that.
My brain's not coming up
If
with
I
that
could
scenario.
be walking along with a bowler hat, a cane and a three-piece suit.
You
and
would
be walking,
do that, and a vest.
Hello, Fel, me old chap, me old stick, me old hot cross bun.
In my head, I'm dancing along like in a musical. It's
okay.
Singing in the rain.
Okay,
I'm dancing around the light poles.
Yeah. There's butterflies and rainbows
That
everywhere.
is totally what's happening in my head. So it's a slightly different brain. That's why it makes such great radio.
We hope. Well, Dan Warlow, the old cough drop himself, was in this morning, brought all of the gear. It was a lot of fun. But we started off there. Nobody knows about this. We haven't talked about this. We started off the show this morning. We got in the studio. We get everything set up. We're turning things on. We're warming things up. We're getting the squirrels running around in the cage there to power everything up here at Vision. And all of a sudden, our in-studio monitors start squealing and staticky, and it's going out through your headphones.
I can't hear anything.
Not through mine. It's going here. Very weird static problem. Good morning, Ben and the team. We got some lovely sounds coming out of the speakers today. Turn that right down.
Criticisms of how Aussies are being treated in the Israel-Hamas.
This is the music playing. I don't think it's coming out the other side. VT live. VT live. Went away. Came back, went away, and then as
you told the text, and what happened?
Yes.
What always happens when you tell a tech?
Well, they were asleep in bed.
But when the tech came in, and what happened then? Because that always happens.
I'd already done the classic tech thing. What you do, you turn it off.
Turn it off.
Yeah. So straight away, as they're getting worse, and I'm like, all right, we're going to turn these monitors off.
You did.
So turn them off, and then so finally, the team all come in when they come on in early in the morning and go, oh my goodness, what is going? And of course, what happens when the tech team come in? I'll show you the problem. You turn it on. It's not making that problem anymore. Completely fine.
It makes a liar of
you.
But
every
thankfully,
time.
you'd had recordings so you could prove your point.
Yes.
Well played.
I know what I'm doing there. But I'm excited because behind the scenes, we've got big upgrades happening to some of the computer systems and stuff like that. So, we've got that happening as we go. But enjoy the show today. Dan Warlow absolutely knocks it out of the park. We got a lot of fun on today's Rise and Shine.
Great conversations, fun, inspiration and more. Rise and shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
Got a new text number.
It's pretty exciting.
It is very exciting, especially when...
We're easily excited, but that is exciting.
Well, it is, because, and people are using it, and it's great. If you don't know the number, Lachlan in WA has sat down in his lounge room and has come up with this. Listen to this and get ready to write down the number.
0447 488 316. That's the number that you text for the Rise and Shine breakfast team. 0447 488 316. Just give them a text, they can't reply yet, but give them a text on 0447 488 316.
Too
Fantastic.
good. All right. I'm in the process of trying to get Lachlan into a studio to be able to record that.
Well, I mean, that is fantastic as it is. I just imagine studio quality.
Exactly.
But it is fun getting things through on the text line or the SMS line, depending on how you want to say that. Yeah. There's a question here, trivial question.
Okay.
When making a bed, bottom and top sheet, or just the bottom sheet?
Oh, you got to do both.
Well, I would think so. There we go. We agree.
We agree on that one?
We agree on that.
Bottom or top sheet or just bottom sheets?
Yes, because I think with kids sometimes you just put the bottom and put a blanket on top.
Yeah, you put a
kick it off anyway.
Exactly. I guess for little ones, I would go for that. So again, very important information coming through.
There's some great stuff coming through. I can see a couple of song requests.
Okay.
So that's important. So Hannah We've got yours. There we go. Very good. And another one who people loving, Planet Boom. So we might keep some of those for curtain calls. We'll also, there's on Friday a mixtape.
Yes.
So if you get yours in through SMS, we'll keep track of
them.
And
a little bit later on today, it's going to be the kids takeover with Dan Warlow. So we might get some kids requests.
Maybe then Hannah's might have you. There we go. We'll keep it ready for that.
But just one thing, please use the text line. But I'll tell you, we don't get to, we don't have your name or number programmed in with the text line. So please sign it off. Let us know who it's from.
So Hannah, in 10 in Adelaide, brilliant.
Great.
Gave all the right information.
She did, okay, great. But if you're signing it off, just put your name where you're from. That helps us to be able to give you some credit there. Hey, have we got time for a proud dad moment?
We always do. We have music. I'll sing for you.
I might have.
You've got like a proud dad sort of a back.
I might have some proud dad.
Tell us about it, DJ. Oh, well, whatever. That'll do.
That'll be
better than nothing.
This is the sound of myself.
Yes.
My oldest, Drummond, who turns 21 this year.
Yep.
Galvin, who turns 18 this year, with his crutches and his broken foot.
Oh.
And my wife, Benita, all getting into my little Swift.
Oh, wow.
And driving down to the airport to pick up, who turns 16 this year, Judah, who has just spent 10 days down in Geelong.
That is remarkable.
Yeah.
It does amaze me, actually, to be honest.
And he
just took himself off for the holidays.
Paid for the trip. Off he goes. Down he does. And so we're doing the big catch up.
Pains.
Yeah. He's like catch up, and he's shown us his itinerary, what he's planning on doing.
Amazing.
And he's such a great kid.
Did he have a good time?
Oh, I had a great time. He's telling me all about these things. But proud dad moment, as we're driving back, he's talking to his brothers and to us. He's letting us all know, but it's mostly a conversation with his brothers as it is, and we're sort of eavesdropping and dropping in every now and then. But two of his dearest friends that he loves, that he's grown up with in high school and primary school and things like that, he was dying to get down there. One of the reasons why he was down there, he goes, Dad, I know so much. I've been studying apologetics, and I know so much more. I want to tell them about Christ.
Awesome.
And I was like, go for it, son. So he told us the story of how they were all at a sleepover. And the Judah and his two closest friends sent the rest of the sleep party away and said, right, we've got the discussion. And they spent 3 hours debating the existence of God and the need for Christ. And Judah was laying it out like going, okay, now this is the reason for this. Yeah. He's giving proof of the scripture. It was
wonderful.
Hearing him talk so passionately about it, I was like, proud dad moment.
Proud dad. That is wonderful. Don't we love it when our kids take on the mantle and start to share what they know about the gospel? Fantastic.
Amen.
Nothing better.
Amen.
So exciting.
And it comes every now and then as a parent. I just want to encourage you out there, because every now and then, even me with my 3 boys, I go, are they listening to anything you tell them? Wow. Are they taking anything? Because they just, especially boys, they just look at you like this. Aww. Nothing going on behind those eyes. But I tell you what, hearing him talk and hearing the passion there, I was like, man, he's absorbed this.
Yes,
he's been listening. He's doing that. So there's my little proud
Keep
dad
going,
moment.
parents.
Yeah, you can do it. And a big shout out to my son Judah there, who's been able to do that one there.
It's the best way to start your day. Rise and shine. With Fel DJ on Vision.
In the studio, very exciting. We've got DJ, but more excited than all of that, we've got Dan Warlow with us.
Hi, everyone. How's it going?
You're back.
I'm back.
Well, it was about a month ago, maybe 5 weeks. I can't remember.
Yeah, I reckon.
Something like that. Was the last time you were here. Graced us with their presence. Did a kids takeover with Dan Warlow, which we loved.
And we wanted to get you back, and so I gave DJ the task of asking you to come into the studio.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Did he do a good job?
Well,
was
he's
it
here.
professional? Well,
he's here.
Was he professional in his approach to you, Dan?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, I got a text 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
so we're organised.
I've got it here.
Listen,
I think I should actually.
Yeah,
can I read it out for everyone?
Read it out for us.
Is that
How
okay?
does
Do
our
I have
DJ?
consent? Okay, cool. Okay, so here's what I got.
What did I text?
Okay. Yo, 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 yo.
That's very professional for me.
The last yo was all caps.
Oh, good.
Then new paragraph, all caps. Dan Warlow, new line. It is DJ Payne. No full stop. And then new paragraph. How are you, old mate? Me old stick.
Oh.
It keeps going. Me old cough drop.
Oh.
Yeah, me old ice cream sundae.
Wow.
Sunday.
Wrong.
Well.
Hope all is well.
Yeah,
we really want to get
on a Sunday.
This epistle continues. We really want to get you back in on the show one morning.
That's
it would
the
be
message.
amazing to do something this Wednesday,
Wow.
all caps.
Wow.
Is this even remotely possible? Let me know.
Wow.
And here you are.
Well, it's incredible because I think after that I'd be like, this is
couldn't
surely
refuse.
a fake.
Yeah.
Why would you say no to something as beautiful
But
as that?
I think his strategy was to overwhelm the reader.
Right.
So that my smart defences were down, and before I knew it, I had accepted.
Well, you were just so
And here
shocked.
I am. Yeah, that's right. And I think I came to and went, "What have I done?" And it was undeleteable in the calendar.
That's right. Once
You
you
woke
said
up
yes,
with
And here
dreams,
I am.
dreams of cough drops
That's
and ice cream
right.
sundaes,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I've
hey,
never
what have
been
I seen
called a
this?
cough drop.
That's
Yeah.
no, I've
Yeah.
never been called a cough drop.
I just
It was
like.
strangely endearing.
There you go. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I
Thank
think-
you.
yeah.
But not everyone loves a cough drop.
No,
like
but-
it's an unusual thing.
But it is the thing. The beauty of
But if
beauty,
you have a cough, you love it. So
well,
what's,
even
what's
even
going on, DJ?
The beauty of
Tickle.
all of those type of you hear those old English people saying the old
Yeah.
this smell that. There's no meaning behind any. Like I love it when there's no actual meaning. There's just random words.
Well.
And there's something that
And
tickles
look, we
me
talked
that.
about text the other day.
Yeah.
I don't write text in paragraph form. There's line spaces. You and my husband are probably the only two people left in
we're
the world.
keeping it real. We're keeping it. Locking it down here.
But here
You
I
know.
am.
Well,
It works.
Dan, we are thankful for that, regardless of the
and
text.
I appreciate the invitation and the method and style
Thank you.
of the invitation.
Well, we'll keep
Thank you.
DJ on that task then. Oh no!
So-
There's only a certain few who get the text
Yeah.
messages.
Are you both
like that.
well?
Oh yes, very well.
Yeah.
Now we'll take a quick moment here. We'll come back. We'll listen to Britt Nicole. But on the other side of that, last time you were here, you were about to head down to Tassie. And we've heard some great stories about how things went in
It was
Tasmania.
amazing.
All right. On that note, let's listen to some music. We'll be back with the wonderful Dan Warlow.
Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this.
Yeah. Our old
It
cough
is
drop.
actually really
The
cool
cough
what
drop
happened.
himself is in the building.
Oh,
so
here we go.
Wow.
listen, you're on Rise and Show.
And we're very excited, even though he received a very weird text. He came in all the same.
lovely.
Dan Warlow, our cough drop, in the studio. I don't know where that comes from, but
And
Dan.
everyone who's tuning in just now without context is
Yeah, it's
going, what?
What? Is he okay?
said
Is he
what?
sick?
Is he
Is
no,
he sick?
he's perfectly
no, he's perfectly
well.
fine. He's perfectly fine.
And he's back from a trip to Tassie.
Yeah.
Dan, last time we had you here, you were about to go. You've gone. You've come
Yeah.
back.
And then we did Melbourne as well.
Oh, my goodness. Tell us,
Yeah.
how did it go?
Yeah, it was really amazing. It actually became far bigger than I expected. I mean, I
Yeah.
knew there was, in terms of shows, I knew there was going to be 10 shows in the 5 days. But it was really special because something happened that we've never done before.
Right.
And instead of, usually I'd rock up mostly at a school or a church and, get all set up and do the show and then see you later. That was great. Get out of there.
Yeah.
But this time we added something on at the end, which was super special because, in the show there's obviously live music, ventriloquism, stories, all this stuff, really
Amazing.
engaging for kids. But at the end, I said to the kids, hey, if you think that God's doing something in your heart, if you feel that he's stirring your heart and you want more, you want to grow more in your faith, then I'm going to invite you to stay behind. Now, it was very open language. The school obviously they knew what was happening.
Yeah.
In fact, they had even connected with a local church, brought in a local minister.
Awesome.
This is at a public school.
No, not at public
this is a
schools.
Christian- okay.
These are Christian schools.
Okay,
The thing
okay,
you find though, I wouldn't be able to do that at a public school. But here's the thing: even in most Christian schools, on average, are at least 50% non-Christian.
That's right.
At least.
Yeah.
Kids, and it's just a great opportunity. But what we had is an average of 40 kids per show. I mean, there was 420 over the whole week that stayed behind and said, I want to know more. And so the school was able to take a record of those kids. And the amazing thing is that 8 new Bible study groups
Praise
were
God.
started. So I'm really excited about that because
That's incredible.
I feel like I can go into a place and entertain the kids and share the gospel with them, but that we can highlight for the school who are the kids that want more. I mean, they do it for academics,
100%.
and I know the Christian schools have that faith bottom line that they want to see that in their students.
And you're leaving a legacy.
Well, yeah, I feel like I'm playing a part in the
That's right.
process and partnering with the school.
Yeah.
And leaving the kids in good hands.
That's great.
Because you went to 10 schools and 8 new Bible studies as a result. Like that's 80%, and 2 were already existing. So
that's right. They already had a Bible study group, so they could plug into that.
Yeah.
But that's what got me
excited.
That's
exciting.
Yeah, and so,
God's working.
Yeah, and I feel like I said to my team, every school now that we go to, we want to give them the option for doing that if they want. And we tried it in Melbourne, but we didn't have as much planning time because I just didn't know how good it was going to go.
Amazing.
We had a big lead-up time for Tassie. But, hey, anyone who's listening, if you're a school or you're out of school and that interests you, get in touch.
Fantastic. And what ages are we talking about the kids?
Primary.
Yeah.
And
so all ages of primary, all the through the whole gamut?
Some schools, like I always work with what works with the school, right?
Yeah,
there was some schools that said, hey, what we're going to do is just give the invitation to the upper primary. They worked with, they were able to work with the logistics of that, of the students, and that's completely fine. What I found, which was really interesting, was when I told the kids to stay behind and the school knew about it, a lot of the real young kids, they didn't want to stay behind anyway because
that's right.
Their teacher was going, and I actually thought that was a really good thing because it just means, people maybe aren't ready yet.
Yes.
And it was a natural sort of filtering
But it also
process.
Then when you come back year on year,
that's exactly
in a couple
right.
of years' time, they're like, okay, this is my chance.
Yeah, that's right.
And my kids have been to one of your shows
back
when they were at school,
in
their primary school. And I remember there's parents there and the kids, and it's so much fun and so engaging. And I can imagine that children are going to be able to receive that message from you in that fun environment. Teachers have probably been saying it for years to them and parents.
Yeah.
But it's just a different voice that connects them in.
Yeah.
And they say, actually, yes, I understand.
That's right.
I want to know more.
It's so important to have, I think, an outside voice echoing the same sentiment that, school would be trying to get across. So it's great to be able to partner with schools.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's like this. I love the idea of a travelling troubadour, going across the countryside and then leaving Bible study in their wake as they go from place to place. This is awesome. All right, we're gonna get into it more with Dan Warlow. Kids, we want to hear from you. If you've got a question for Dan, or maybe you've got a suggestion for something for him to sing about, we want to hear from you as well. 1-800-3
for lyrics.
6 lyrics. Whatever.
What's happening?
Yeah, we'll work it out.
Tricky, Dan. It's tricky.
Rise and Shine with Fel DJ on Vision.
Fel DJ, and in the house we've got Dan Warlow with a
Good to
guitar.
be here.
Excites me.
I do.
Just look at that.
A
There's a
real
guitar in my
live
hand.
instrument in the studio.
We're very excited because we don't often get lovely guitars set up in the studio with us. So while you've got it there, Dan, putting you on the spot, would you be open to people throwing some lyric ideas at you? Maybe a shout out, maybe what they're doing, maybe
some odd
and
words.
we could put it to an impromptu song.
And then you just take your time. We're not going to say do it on the spot. Maybe you can listen to a couple of songs.
Maybe you've got 2 minutes.
And you can come back and maybe, do a bit of a song.
Oh, yeah, I'm up for it. Let's try. Come on.
Okay.
What would be cool is if people to send in what they're doing right now and their names or whatever, and see if I can drop that into a song.
Oh, I like it.
All around Australia, that would be pretty cool.
I've put a post up on our Rise and Shine, our brand new Rise and Shine Facebook page. I've popped a photo up there of Dan on the guitar and saying, hey, if you've got any bits and pieces you want to throw in a song, leave a comment in there. So if you leave a comment, or you can send us a text on our brand new text line. Now, I'd love a criticism here as a professional musician.
I don't really like how you... Oh, not a criticism now.
No, not of me. Sorry. Not of me. Not
Sorry.
of me.
We're not critical here.
No.
I
thought you wanted me to criticise you.
Yeah, we can do that with the microphone.
I wasn't ready to do it.
I get that all the time. Don't worry about it. No,
back on track.
I want you to put your we've got a brand new text line. I said, wouldn't it be great if we had a jingle for the text line? Lachlan in WA sat down at his kitchen table, opened up the phone, and recorded this.
0447 488 316. That's the number that you text for the Rise and Shine breakfast team. 0447 488 316.
That's cool.
Just give them a text, they can't reply yet, but give them a text on 0447 488 316.
That's in the key of E. How good's that?
Well, there
we
we
might
go.
have music by
We
the
might,
end of the show.
we might have a musical backing.
Julie Lay.
I'm trying to get Lachlan into a studio over in Perth so he can actually record it, not on his phone, but on an actual microphone.
Yes.
And we can do something like that. The point there in playing that is send us a text if you want.
But you know what I love?
Yeah.
I love talking to people.
Yes.
So if you're a kid...
You're in the wrong job.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. Why, if you're a kid out there and you want to give us a call and tell us what you're up to,
Yes.
I'm in the car, I'm driving to school. Say hi to Dan. Dan might sing you
Yeah.
a song.
Wow,
Give us
this
a call. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
this is good.
1-800-316.
For the old-fashioned.
316. For the old-fashioned telephone, pick it up, give us a call, and we'll start working. I can see some ideas flowing through now, so we're going to start feeding him to Dan and see
Have
what he
mercy.
comes up with. 1-800-316-316. It's the Kids Takeover with Dan Warlow on Rise and Shine.
On Rise and Shine, we're always quite excited, but I feel like it's gone up a bit now that we've got Dan Warlow here with
Another
us.
hello.
Another level.
I didn't want to say it.
Well, we're asking people to throw where they're at, what they're doing, some suggestions of lyrics and stuff like that for Dan to put in a song. I think Dan's working out. He's been very busy here behind the scenes. So we're going to get that in just a moment. But you know what? We've had some phone calls here, and I can see somebody calling here on 1-800-316-316.
That's right. It's Kylie from Rockhampton. What are you up to today?
Driving to work.
Did you want to give a challenge to Dan?
Be gentle.
Well, I was just wanting to say a big thank you to Dan for his music and ministry. He's been to our school a few times here in Rocking.
Yeah.
And I saw he's coming back again this term.
Yeah.
The Lighthouse.
That'd be good.
And I was just pondering this morning on the way to work, thinking, what praise songs are we going to do for praise and worship this morning? I thought, I need to bring back Dan's songs.
Oh.
Jump for Joy and Grow, Grow, Grow.
Yeah, awesome.
My grade 3 class, they love them.
Oh,
it's so
good.
good.
Well, maybe we should put one on now to get you on your way to work. Which one do you reckon we should play, Kylie?
Jump for Joy.
Jump for Joy. Let's get Australia jumping.
All right, we'll do that. And that might give Dan some time to process all these bits and pieces, and we can throw it into the pot together. Love it. Hey, Kylie, thanks for your call.
No worries. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Jesus gave his life for us. He chose to lay it down. Jesus died on a wooden cross, but death couldn't hold him down. He did it for us. He did it so we could know him. He did it for love. What a wonderful God you are. Jump for joy. Jesus isn't dead. He came back to life instead. Jump for joy. Jesus made a way. Death defeated on that day.
The legendary, wonderful Dan Warlow with an amazing video clip as well. Jump for Joy.
Check it out.
It is Fel DJ and Dan in the house here, and we're excited because we've been putting on some finishing touches to a live song that, we've asked you for some suggestions. We've got people shouting out what they're doing, where they're listening from, and we're gonna attempt to put that into a song in about, 20 minutes or so from now. How does that sound?
I reckon that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan's wiping the
Dan's
sweat
like,
from
what
his
did
brow.
I agree to
Ooh,
here?
okay, that sounds good. Yeah, you can give me
Yeah,
some
an
more time.
impromptu song. Yeah, impromptu.
Listen,
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What could possibly go
You
wrong?
work with kids all the time. We're
I'm not a
basically big kids.
perfectionist.
So,
Yeah, good. Well, listen, while you've got the guitar set up, you've got a wonderful, you've got the microphone, the guitar, we've got everything set up in the corner. You're going to do a made-up song. Can we actually get you to do a live, proper Dan Warlow song as well?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Not just now.
No.
We'll go to the news, and then we'll get you to do an actual real Dan Warlow song,
Oh,
and then
right,
a fake
yes.
Dan Warlow song.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, which will become a real one. And then,
All right, so you've got. I'm going to say this. You've got maybe a couple of minutes left. If you want to give a shout out, a text message, a message through on our Rise and Shine Facebook page. If you want to be included in this, this fun Rise and Shine Dan Warlow song. I don't know what Fel and I are going to be doing while he's singing.
Well, we'll go for coffee.
oh, yes.
I was going to say we could do finger snaps or something in the
Oh,
background.
right, you're going to give
we
us
could be
a
part
task.
of the song.
Oh, yeah,
we could
I'm up for that.
All right.
Do you have a triangle?
ding at the end there.
Don't mock the triangle.
Proud instrument.
That's where I started.
All right, we're gonna attempt to do that. Keep on listening. Anything could happen this morning. It is the Kids Takeover with Dan Warlow.
Just the right mix of things to inspire and things to make you smile. Rise and Shine with Fel DJ on Vision.
And we've got Dan Warlow
Hello.
here in the studio. And Dan, we've set you a bit of a tricky task. I'm glad you didn't set us the task of trying to come up with a song.
Yeah, that's right.
In just a
I've
couple
got
of
an A4
minutes.
paper in front of me. I've got my phone as well. We've got lyrics.
guitars,
I've actually
we've got-
never played it through, so it's just in my head.
It's just in your head. So this is coming live from Dan's head.
Sounding very, sounding very professional with the mic setup. I like it. It sounds great. Sounds great. So you have got a random bunch of notes in front of you from all over Australia. People have been sending them on in. And Dan, are you the $1 million question?
Ooh,
are you ready?
Wow, I didn't know you paid me that much.
See Phil Edwards after this. Are
Phil,
you
might be
if you're
surprised.
listening, calling Phil.
Are you ready to try to put it all together?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Without further ado, here he is, Dan Warlow.
On the spot. Never played this before. Here we go. Just want to say thanks to everyone who wrote in. I dedicate this song to you. We got a lot of people listening to Vision Radio. They said, write a song about who they are, and this is how it goes. We got Catherine and Ali from Port Arlington, and Ali's doing great at school. We got Marky Van in Melbourne. He's on his digger, that's pretty cool. You know, Jenny is driving in Bribey, and Kylie is driving too. We got Nicolette and Abby from Highfields, and they've got a lot to do. And then Carol Prater wrote in and said, say hi from Matt. Come on, Matt, you could have written in yourself, honestly. Who is Matt Prater anyway? And Roxy is chilling on the Gold Coast. There's a lot of things we love about these guys, but here's what I love the most. They all took the time to say g'day, and that's pretty cool, don't you think? And it didn't rhyme with g'day. That was like changing as I was singing it.
That was fabulous.
Because I was like on a different line, and I'm like, wait a minute.
That is
great.
Listen, that was amazing. I cannot believe you put all those shout-outs in.
Very,
The
very
shout-out song done.
The shout-out song.
a lot of
good.
pressure.
So
Amazing.
good. So thank you to everyone who's rung up for the shout-out that we've managed to cram it all in. All right, Dan, you've done amazing. It's like you've run a marathon there.
That's fun.
I reckon while you've got that set up,
Yes.
let's take a quick moment. We've got Chris Tomlin. We'll come on the other side of that. And why don't we get an actual live,
Yeah, we
Dan?
do live in studio.
Yeah, live in studio, Dan Warlow
Studio
song.
session.
Let's do it. You're on Rise and Shine.
Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ. On Vision Christian Radio.
It's Chris Tomlin. No one loves me like you. You're on Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ and Dan Warlow, who's
Hello.
in the studio. He's got a guitar.
That song was in the key of B for everyone who was listening.
We'd always wondered, so that was helpful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I knew they were.
I was thinking
you had that
that.
puzzled look.
Yes, is that B? Is it E
Yeah,
minus
no, it's
7?
B. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, or C flat if you like.
You've got Dan Warlow's in the building with us. He's got his guitar set up. It's he's got it mixed through his little sound audio there that's going straight into the desk. I'm very excited. New technology here. And
It's quite old,
Yeah,
but
well,
yeah.
we can let
Well,
everybody.
when text is exciting to us, then you can understand we're from a very low bar.
All right, well, I think it's time. You've done such a great job putting everybody's shout-outs to music with the shout-out song. I think it's time to get a song from you. What song do you feel God's given you to sing to everybody, sing to Australia this morning?
Well, I got this song called No Turning Back. It's one of my favourites. And thought I'd sing that.
Fantastic.
Is that all right?
Take it away.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a go. Okay. Here we go. God's got a purpose, God's got a plan. We've been invited to follow Him. There might be troubles that we will face. With God's help, we'll finish the race. No turning back, no giving up. Hold on to Jesus, no matter what. Keep moving forward, keep looking up. Hold on to Jesus, no matter what. Oh yeah. We're on a journey of growing in God. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. We might get tired, but He is our rest. He gives us power to do our best. No turning back, no giving up. Hold on to Jesus, no matter what. Keep moving forward, keep looking up. Hold on to Jesus, no matter what. No turning back, 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 back. No turning back, 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 back. No power below and nothing above can ever separate us from Jesus' love. No turning back, no giving up. Hold on to Jesus, no matter what. Keep moving forward, keep looking up. Hold on to Jesus, no matter what. Just hold on to Jesus, no matter what. Hold on to Jesus, no matter what.
Bravo. Love
That's no
that one.
turning back.
Dan, that was absolutely fantastic. I know you've got a big trip coming up, but let's take another moment. Let's have a listen to another song. Joel Vaughan here.
Yeah.
We'll come back on the other side before the national news headlines, and you can give everybody a big update about what is next for Dan Warlow and how they can get involved in your ministry.
Great.
Joel Vaughan right now, where grace begins. You're with Rise and Shine Across Australia. Special guest Dan Warlow in the studio.
Dan, who's been a very good sport here in the studio with us. Dan, thank you.
It's been lots of fun.
It has been so much.
I like the ring of that. Fel DJ and Dan.
Well, you
for
can come
breakfast.
anytime you
Back
like.
off, buddy.
It's not that early a start. I mean, you've got to wake up anyway.
I've just got a text message here from Dan's manager. It says it has to be Dan Warlow and friends, or else then he's not doing it all right.
Yeah. Thanks, Luke. You're doing a great job.
We love it when you're able to pop in and come in and encourage everybody.
Yeah.
We love your ministry, and we really believe that from our own personal lives, I can talk about my testimony, my kids, that people with ministries going out to kids, it's not the cool ministry. It's not the rock star.
I think it's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Just a second.
It's not the rock star ministry. It's not the one that gets all the attention or the acclaim or the press.
Yeah, no, I get it.
No, we know what you're saying.
But it is such a vital ministry. Yeah. Because kids are sensitive to the things of the Lord. God is doing something in kids' lives. And I love the fact that you've yielded to that, and you've gone, you know what, I could go after, trying to be a rock star over here, trying to be something cool over here, do my music over here. But you've gone, no, I want to use this as an offering to the Lord to be able to touch these young people's lives. And we're hearing stories from where you're going into schools, Bible studies coming up, springing up in the wake of all of that. We love this. We love what you're doing. We love your ministry. So what's next? What's happening next for Dan Warlow? We know you've got an album about to come out any second.
It's a digital release.
Yes.
So there is...
Well, it's still an album these days.
It is. Yeah. It is. But as in, it's been out on CD for a while.
Okay.
And USB and stuff like that. But yes, gonna drop that very soon. The Full Grow album. On Spotify and Apple Music.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go.
The song you were just playing for us?
Yeah, it'll feature
I love.
that song. Yeah.
Awesome. Next time I wonder if we could do some more backing for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you want, we're good at clicking.
Dancing.
Triangle. Break dancing. A triangle. Any percussion that we're up for.
So I've got, basically throughout the year, I've got regional tours that I do. I go to most major cities.
Yes.
And then...
We heard from Kylie and Rocky, and then, you
that's
go,
right. And But one I am really looking forward to is in August going to Fiji.
Wow.
Yeah, for a swim and a massage.
Have you been to Fiji?
I did. I went last year with Bill Newman.
Yes.
And it was great.
Wow.
It was really, really
So this
good.
is a ministry trip?
Yeah, definitely.
We laugh when we say massaging and swimming, don't we?
That was jokes. But so Bill does his big outreach on the weekends.
Yes.
But in the lead up to that, I go to all the schools.
Fantastic.
And gee the kids up to come along and share the gospel there. And
wow.
But yeah, that's coming up in August.
Okay, so how can Australia's listening? We're all leaning in. We're loving what you're doing. We're praying for you. Is there anything practical that we can do to help you, be that minister and get out to Fiji and stuff like that?
Would love as many people to be praying as possible, and if anyone wanted to contribute, they want to chip in. I mean, it would be amazing. It's completely, that's a faith
set
journey.
for you.
Yeah. So there's expenses there.
Yeah. It's not cheap. It's not
airfares and all that. And,
okay.
So if they want to, they could just get in touch.
All right. And the best way. So you're hearing this. Dan got and I know there's a lot of people listening who've got connections to Fiji. You might have relatives over there. If you want to sew into Dan, into the kids of Fiji, the best place to contact you, Dan, where would that be?
If they just go on the contact page, if they type in contact Dan Warlow, it'll go to the contact page on my website.
danwarlow.com.
That's right.
It's too easy.
And then it's probably an inquiry form they could write in there. But I mean, there's even a donation.
There's a button. I've just jumped onto your website. It's pretty easy. How
much did you give?
Well, just wait and see. You'll be surprised.
I'm jumping the gun there.
But you can just click on donate up in the top toolbar and jump on through.
Yeah, and then it's like we're doing it together. It's,
Yeah, that's right. We might not all be able to go, but we can send you to do it for us.
Love it. Dan, you're all, the
it's
door
just
is...
a privilege to do it, The children there, they're just so open, and they are, it's certainly, they are rich in areas that we are so poor in.
Oh, yeah.
They're free, and they just dance and it's just wonderful.
Yeah, love it. I love you.
Very
we love
touching.
your heart. We love your heart, Dan. The door is always welcome, open here at Rise and Shine. You're always welcome. Big welcome mat out the front there for Dan Warlow.
Wait for the next text from DJ. It could say anything.
I'm waiting.
Oh, now the bar's been set up too high here for me, but we'll get you in. Looking forward to hearing how you go in Fiji.
Yes.
But hopefully we'll get you back.
Newman.
With Bill Newman and get you back here before then and see how the update is. Dan, always a pleasure. We're running into the news time here, but bless you heaps. danwarlow.com. We're going to put the links and everything out there on our socials. You just want to follow him across there and make sure you get across it and let him know that you're at least praying for him and the ministry.
Getting you up and ready to face the day. This is Rise and Shine with Fel and DJ on Vision.
And it's that time of the morning where we hand over the reins and let you choose a song to take us into the day.
Ooh.
On DJ, I have someone you might be familiar with.
Okay.
William is on the line from Melbourne. William, have you got a song for us?
Yeah, look, I'd like to hear Made in the Image of God by We Are Messengers.
Classic song.
Beautiful song. Beautiful song.
It's going to make me cry and I'm driving to work, but that's okay.
I love it. Now, one thing, William, back in the day, you used to give us a call on my old show, and one thing that I used to love that you were able to do it on the drop of a hat, you would hear a word or a statement from the Word of God or a particular phrase, and you would come up with an acronym off the top of your head straight away. Always blew me out of the water. If I put you on the spot, is there a word and an acronym you want to share with Australia today?
Yeah, basically you sort of mentioned a little town in WA with roses, and I wrote this one years ago, which was Rose, which is really original scent, enjoy.
From Williams to Williams, WA.
I love it there. William, thank you so much. Hey, let's have a listen to it here for you, mate, and grab those tissues ready to go. Made in the Image of God, We Are Messages, going out to William this morning on Rise and Shine.
Great to talk to you guys.
I woke up with a broken heart in my chest. I couldn't sleep, couldn't get no rest. Weighed down by the heaviness of life.
That's Image of God from We Are Messages going out to William
Love
in
him.
Melbourne. A big call out to Williams as well.
I haven't heard from William for probably a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Aww.
Used to call through on an old breakfast show that I did, and absolutely love it because he would always have, like you heard with the roses, you'd be talking about a subject and he would have something off the top of his head.
Very
absolutely
clever.
love it. And a budding photographer as well.
Oh, well, we might be able to get him some images through to our Facebook group.
Yeah, we love that. We love that one. Thank you for that one. We are Messengers. Images got a beautiful one to go out on today. Been a massive one. Kids Takeover with Dan Warlow. He is always so much fun to have in here, and great hearing him actually play some music live for us.
I think we might need to keep that shout-out song because I think that's a winner. That was so much fun.
That was
hard for him, but we had a great time.
We had a great time watching him as he sweated over there. That was a lot of fun. Make sure you keep on watching on our socials because we definitely will get the gang to put the videos up for for those numbers that he did, because I'd love to celebrate him there. Make sure you go visit danwarlow.com as well. Support the man, support the ministry over there. Well, we will be back with you tomorrow for your Thursday. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.